Is it possible for you to do a small reading for us?
Yes. Now, oh, I'll tell you what I want to read.
Yeah,
Can you
sure.
still see me? Okay. This is a thing that I've always wanted to read, but I've never had a chance to. And I feel that since we have an international audience over here, I wanted to read something about which I think shows a very interesting thing about uh, Binodini's sense of humor and her perception, the way she looked at things and observed things. Jane Austen was said to have gray eyes, and someone, I think it was F.R. Leavitt, the great critic of the writer of the great tradition, he said, the gray eyes of a viper. It's a very sharp eye. I assure you, it's not easy being the son of a writer, huh? Because they see everything. They look at everything as that can be written about. I can see incidents from my life in Sanathan. So this is the way which I've not seen too many writers approach, and she's looking at the British through Sanathan's
Hmm.
eyes. So they go to a party, a very extravagant party in a Chabagan in a tea estate in Silchar, when Maxwell has been transferred there. And she takes Sanatan there and she's miserable. She can't stand the heat, she doesn't like the noise. Mayank Wake Makontaning De Haire. She was in a bad mood from the moment she got out of bed. Sanatan Maxwell said, oh please, Sanatan, no, don't give me a hard time. Can you just like relax? And then go, oh, I don't like this place, I don't like that place. So this is a party that she goes to. And I like this one because here you can see her looking at the foreigner. Sanatuli is looking at the foreigner. Binodini is looking at the foreigner. Okay? So they go to this party together. Right? So so let me start. The preparations were remarkable. Sanatombi had seen many big dinners at the residency. She had seen them at other people's places too. But such extravagant brilliance, such extravagant waste, she had never seen. Wealthy people from the surrounding tea estates arrived, all dressed up. They came with many beautiful ladies, cleavage bared, in backless dresses, many tiny waisted white maidens. Everything was shiny. Sanatombi looked at the crowd as people entered one after the other. She sat quietly and watched. Maxwell would come now and then to look in on her. He would ask after her and then promptly go back to join the rest. They talked to one another a great deal, turning to the ladies, then turning to the men. They laughed loudly. They were having a great time. A beautiful white woman among them pealed with musical laughter, feigning surprise, feigning annoyance, feigning fright. Sanatobi continued to look at their show, at the fully attired white men. The women lifted narrow stemmed glasses with drinks of many colors to lips as red as dayal fruit, and sipped at them delicately. Maxwell brought over an Indian woman in a sari, sat her down next to Sanatbabu, and went off again. The woman was also an outsider like Sanatbabu. Musical instruments started to play, wonderful instrumental music, airs from another land. The men and the women swayed to the music, one man with one woman, embracing each other in a dance. The ladies lowered their eyes, the men smiled. Sanatomi felt embarrassed. She had never seen men and women openly hold each other before. She turned her face to one side. She tried not to see. It would have been awful if the sari clad woman had not been with her. I found a delight when I was translating it, you know, because how women in cocktail parties they feign surprise and fright, and the way they drink their wine, the way they hold each other in the dance. I mean, she saw all that because she used to go to a lot of parties in Shillong also.
Yeah, that's
Rajasthan.
interesting.
It's really interesting because here you see the Manipuri perspective on the world here.
Yeah,
Usually the world is looking at Manipur, right? And here she's looking at
yeah,
the white people, the way they behave, the way they talk, the way they dance, you know. Otherwise, usually it's the dominant, more powerful West looking at small places like Manipur, right? But here
yeah.
she's turned it around and she's looking at people, which I thought was quite delightful.
Yeah, I know. That's why we need more books, more literature, more, like explanation from our view,
Right.
from our perspective. That's awesome. Yeah, and also while you were reading, Tamo, I heard the bells of the temple.
Yes, I have three temples around me.
Yeah, and it's almost
You
like,
birds and temples, and it's
it's
wonderful. It's wonderful.
yeah,
I
it's
can
almost
hear
like the reading has
the
been blessed. When
yes,
I heard the sound when you were reading, I'm going like with the adu adu ki feeling like I am